Hello everyone. So today I am going to try and make a FreezePop holder template. It is going to get hot. Well, it already is hot where I stay at. And I want to do something for the kids. My son is going to get out of school for the end of the year. And I want to do something for his classroom. So I want to make these FreezePop sleeves to give his classroom for the end of the year gift. So I am going to attempt to design a template to see if I got the correct measurements. I hope I do. So let's get started. I am going to go to create new. Okay, now it's loading. I don't know why it's taking forever. Templates basically are just shapes. So that's simply what it is. Just all things are just trial and error. You create it and see if it fits or not, and hope you got the correct measurements. But with Photoshop, you can always readjust if you have the wrong measurements. That's the great thing about Photoshop. So I am going to do a custom template. See if I got the right measurements down correctly. I measured my popsicle to be 4 inches wide by 5 inches in height. Now, I'm not really sure if that's 100% correct, but we're going to go with it. This is your resolution. You always want your resolution to be at 300 if you are doing a print. But if you were to if this was like for a website, if you was putting this on a website, making a design for a website, it would be 72 for your resolution. But you leave this as it is and you want to hit create. Okay, now that I have the template in place, what I want to do is go here to the shape tool, and I want to create a font. So I want to click on the square. I measured the font to be at 1.5. So let's see if that works. For the, let me measure that real quick to make sure I got it right. I think I got it right. For the width is at 1.5. So we're gonna do 5 by 1.5. 5 inches in height by 1.5 for the front of this template. Okay, so you won't be able to see this just yet because I got my color in white. I should have changed the color. Let me change the square color real quick so you guys can see it. And right now it's at white. You can see it right here, white, and you can see it right here as white. So I want to just change it to something else. I'm just going to pick this color. Okay. And then it'll go right here. This is your move tool. Click on that. Okay, so I want the front of this to be 5 inches in height by 1.5 inches wide. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna right click in here to change this from pixels to inches. And as you can see, it's at 9.99. I'm just gonna simply change it to 1.5 for the width. Okay, and hit enter. Then I'm gonna go to the next box, which is the height. Right click, go scroll down to inches. Then I'm gonna change this to 5. Hit enter. Or you can just simply double click. Okay, now that I have my front of my image, I want to go back over here and I want to place, you see these little lines popping up? That will let you know that it's centered. So you want to just click on it, let go of the mouse, and you're centered. Okay. Now I want to go over here. I want to change this to front. So I notice the front of my popsicle. So I want to double click into this. When it says rectangle, just simply double click. And you can change the name. So I'm going to change the name to front. And hit enter. Okay. Now that I have my front of my popsicle, I want to figure out what I want to put on it. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. You can leave the back as it is. You don't have to add another box if you don't want to. It's simply up to you. But I'm just going to leave mine just like this. Because I'm just going to wrap the back. I'm not even going to decorate the back. Just going to worry about the front. Okay. So, basically what you want to do now is just design. So, if I want to change this background color, I cannot change it at the moment because it's locked, as you can see. So if you want to change this, you have to click on this. It's unlock running to unlock it, and it will change to layer 0. So you could change this name if you want back to background, so you still notice the background, or you could keep it as layer 0. Simply up to you. Now I can change this from white. So what I want to do is I want to go here to the FX to go to blending options, and this is called add a layer style. So I want to simply right click and I'm going to go to color overlay. And I can pick a color. Right now it's on hue, so I can go to normal and it'll pop up blue. You can change the color right here by clicking into this little color box, and your color picker will pop up, and you could change it to whatever color you like. I'm just playing around with it. I don't really know what color I want. So you can change to all different types of colors, or let's say I don't want any of these colors, so I'm just gonna hit cancel. Okay, let's cancel this out because I don't really want any colors. And it will change back if you don't save it or anything. It just changes back to the original. Okay, so now let me just see what I'm going to put. I'm just going to type in something. So you can go to your text tool right here, and if you see there is a little um, area where you can just click on, right click, and another box will pop up. As you can see, all these icons on your sides have little arrows. They all show different things and what they can do. And for the text tool, you have a horizontal type tool, a vertical type tool, a vertical type mask tool, and a horizontal type mask tool. What I want to do, I want to type in one vertical. So I'm going to click on the vertical type tool. Okay, now as you can see, the color that I'm going to type in will be purple. You don't have to, I'm going to change that before I actually do it. I think I just want a white color. So I'm just going to type in white. Okay. So I want to type in okay, I'm going to hit cancel because that's wrong. Okay. I want to make sure I'm on this layer, the front layer. I was still on the background layer. I don't want to be on this layer. So I was just simply showing you guys how to change it if you want to change the background. If you didn't want to add any more shapes to this, but you could always add shapes to this to make it the back, and you would label this right side and left side. But since I didn't do that, I was just showing you. Let me just lock this. So you could go back and just lock this. Okay, now I want to go back, make sure I'm on the right layer. I was on the wrong layer at first. This is the front layer. Now I could go to my text tool. Now I can type. There we go. Much better. And I'm just going to simply type. As you can see, it popped, when I clicked on this to type, it popped up, and the new layer popped up where I'm going to begin typing. And the good thing about it is that Photoshop can, as you type, it names it for you. So you really don't have to name it. It names it for you as you type it. So I am going to type in, trying to think what I'm going to type in. Let's see. Maybe okay, I typed in have a fun summer. I'm not sure why you can't see it because it's on top of my layer. Maybe it's the color. Let's see. If I change the color, will it pop up? Okay, so I really don't know what happened to my text. It's not showing up on the screen. That's weird. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but let me just go back over here, right click, and go to horizontal, see if it'll pop up. Now it pops up. It's weird. Really weird. I wanted to do this vertical. I didn't want this to go sideways. Let's see. I'm gonna try it again. There we go. I'm not sure what was wrong with it the first time. That was weird. But let me go down. Okay, this was what I wanted. Let's see. Just like that. I have no idea why it did not show up at first. But it's simply right here. Okay, make it bigger. I'm going to go to my move tool, and I am going to drag this to the center, and you can make this bigger than this. So you can see it's at 16 points. All you gotta do is simply go over here, and it'll change it to whatever size you want. If you click on, that's too big, so I want to go back to maybe 24. Still think that, I guess that's big enough. And let me see how 18 look first. I like 24 better. Okay, so this section right here is properties, and basically what you have, it shows this is your front, where all your fronts are. If you want to change your front, you could go either here to change your fronts. You want to change fronts from right here, you can click on, and it will simply change them to different. As you move through, you can see them changing. As I highlight, I'm just rolling my mouse through. It just changes as I move along. As you can see. See, as you can, it's just changing as I go. I'm just gonna click out of it. Okay, let's keep it like I had it. You can change your front right here. You can do alignments, left alignments, center text, right alignment. So I can center it. It's already centered, basically. It was already centered. I'm just gonna go back to that. This is where you can change your line spacing. If you want to make your letters closer, you can click on here. These are adjustments where you have brightness and contrast, levels, curves, exposure. So pretty much anything on this side, you can still do on this side as well. Let me click back on properties. Now, if you don't want this color scheme, you can always switch to swatches, and it'll bring up a whole list of stuff you want to change the colors this way. What else? You could also use this. This right here is also your blending options. Say I wanted to blend in instead of going here. This is the blend option as well. You see, if you click on it, it'll pop up. So you don't necessarily have to go to effects. See? Photoshop still has the same um, has the same, I want to say, um, elements or same type of controls that you could use in all different ways. They still are in either way. They right here, they're right here, they're everywhere. Whereas here, the same, it could be here, the same. This is your opacity. You can change this, bring down, you change the darkness to a little lighter if you want to. Bring it back up. Okay. So all types of sorts of things you could do. Let's see. So I don't know what else I'm gonna do with this. I was just making a template first to see. I want to do a trial and error to see if my template actually fits the popsicle first before I actually design it. So this is just a blank. It ain't really too fancy. But let's say that my template is too big or too small. You could actually change this and adjust it. So you don't have to start all over. You could just simply adjust it to your liking or to the correct size. So how to do that, you would go to oops, I'm gonna close that. Go to your background. This is the actual template. And you could, to keep this in proportion, your font, you could select this too as well, and you could select both of these together. So they will adjust at the same time. And if you want to keep everything adjusted all at the same time, you could just simply hold control down and select all of them. And it'll adjust everything that you have at one time. So what you want to do is you want to go back, you want to go to image. Now, you could, this is how you adjust your canvas size or your template. You will go to canvas size, and you can select canvas. Like right now, I have it set at 4 inches wide by 5 inches in height. You can simply adjust this by changing it to whatever you want. Let's say I have it wrong and my measurements are just off by a little bit. I could simply change the width of this. Let's say it's too short, and I could do a 5 by 8. Now watch this. I'm gonna hit OK. See that? It's simply this whole area right here has now adjusted itself to a 5 by 8, as you can see. Now what you want to do is this. You could fix this background to fit the whole area. Click on your background. You want to hold all of these so you can just keep everything in one go. Oops. So you don't have to type all this stuff in or place it all back. And then you want to hit Control T, called Free Transform. I don't know why it's not okay. Oh, somehow now it deselected itself. I don't know how it did that. trying to select all of them. Oh, got my layer locked. No wonder. Forgot to take the lock off. Okay. Okay, my computer's going super slow for some odd reason or another. I didn't want to move that like that. I did that wrong. Hold on. Go to edit. Undo. Undo it again. Okay. Let me select this all over again. No, it's messing me up. It's going slow. Control T for free transform. Oh, I still don't have my background. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to hold control, select my background, my front, and my text at the same time. Some odd reason it keep deleting. I don't know why. Hit Control T. There we go. This is what I want. Now I want to size this whole template to the transparent part. So I want to hold Shift and just drag it over to meet the new side. Okay. It's going slow, so bear with me. Now I want to take this side and drag it over to meet the new end of this side of this template. Okay. It's going to adjust just like that. Okay. And now I want to align it to fit the new template so I got it correctly aligned. But you want to that part. I want to get this part. Okay. Maybe I need to pull it over just a little bit more. Okay. It's going slow, so there it goes. Okay, now as you can see, if I hit, I'm gonna place this. It has now adjusted itself to the new template. So I'm gonna click off where everything is still selected. Click off it. Go to here. Somehow my front side changed as well. Don't know how I did that or how it did it. But I'm just going to simply change the front size. Okay. Let me make it bigger than that. Hold on, I had it at 24, so I made it bigger. So I'm gonna see what 30 look like. It was at 24, I think. Yeah. Oh, I know. because this one right here never showed up. So I don't even need that one. So I'm gonna delete this. Go down here and I'm gonna delete that. I don't really need that one. Okay, so now that I have everything the way I want it, I can simply go and I can print it out if I want to, just to test it to make sure it's the right size. But I want to go back because I had it originally at, what did I have it? I had it at 5.4, but I was just showing you how you can easily change it if it's the wrong size. So I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna select all of my layers. I'm gonna go back to image. I'm gonna go back to canvas size. I'm gonna change this width back to 4 to make sure, and I'm gonna hit OK. And it's gonna pop up, and it's gonna say that it's smaller than the current size. Some clipping will occur. That's okay because, like I say, you can readjust anything in Photoshop. Now I'm assuming this right here is considered an image because it just keep changing. Even though I highlighted it all at one time, it's supposed everything's. So I'm thinking this is an image, this square. So let's play with it to see. So we're gonna go. This is highlighted. We're gonna go back to image. Where it says image size. I'm gonna click on image size. Let's see what it does. Oh, it is an image. No wonder. So I see. Okay. So the width I had it at was 1.5, and the height was 5. Oops. Okay. As you can see, it's just moving along. No. Let's see. Let's see what the original size. I'm gonna hit cancel, but I'm gonna change one right here because it just keeps adjusting itself automatically. I am going to, it was 1.5 and it was 5 inches in height. Let's see, 5. These lines that are popping up are the guides to tell you whether or not it's centered. When the plus sign shows up, it'll let you know that it's centered. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna play with this. I am gonna print this just to see if I got the right size for this. So I'm gonna go to print. Get me a regular sheet of paper. change my printer to the printer I want to print on. Hit print. Oh, you know what? Let me do something real quick because I just printed it out and I am not going to be able to see how to cut it because it's white. So I really need, what I need to do is put a stroke around this white background. So I'm going to go click on my background layer. I'm going to go to FX, blending options, right click, go up to stroke. There's no way I can be able to figure out how to cut it. So I can't see it. Okay. I want to click on inside so I can see. The background. And they usually pop up. No. I'm not sure why. I must have to restart my Photoshop because it's clearly going slow. Because I'm trying to add a stroke around this and it should have popped up by now. Don't know why it didn't pop up, but I'm gonna go to color overlay. Let's see, just so I can get something, some type of color, so I can print. I need something that ain't gonna take up too much ink. So light color. I can see it a little bit. How to cut it out. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna reprint this again. So I can see how to cut it. Go to File, go to Print. Now, as you can see, it's in the middle of the page. You can actually move this. See how it changes? You could drag it, click in it, and just drag it over. Just like that. And I'm gonna hit print. Okay, so right now it has printed. I am simply going to cut it out, and I can tell you guys whether or not it's the right one or not. I'm not 100% sure if it is or if it isn't. It looks small. It looks super small. Well, I wanted a small popsicle holder, but I don't know if this is going to fit or not. We're going to see. Let's see. Take the popsicle that I have. Let's see if it actually fits. Actually, the 10. Oh, okay. Okay, I got the right size. Cool. Okay, so it's actually the right size template for these popsicles that I purchased. I purchased some popsicles. Now this is it's not a full popsicle holder. It's not the one that go all the way up to the top. This one is the one that's short, where you know how you hold the popsicle and your hand meet the popsicle. That's exactly how short it is. This is cool size. Okay, so what I would say that this fits. These popsicles that I made the template for are the ones that I bought out of Walmart. You could probably get them out of Family Dollar too. It's the ones that have the red net on it. I guess you know how you have a bunch of popsicles and they have a red net. And it comes like 36 in a pack. These are the 2.5 ounce popsicles, FreezePop. They're called Fun Pops, assorted flavors. You know the ones that everybody buys when you was a kid, or got the red net on them. But yes, that's the actual size. So I got the template right. So now that I have it right, you can play with it and design it in all types of ways that you want. I don't know what I'm gonna put on mine. Well, I'm making these for my son's school, so I might just put, I want to say, maybe some summer stuff, like some flip-flops or something on them. And what you want to do is, you could use these for all types of ways. You could use the same template to use this with felt, like if you got a Cricut or a silhouette or a Brothers. Use the same template, design it, send it to your machine. Use felt if you want, and just cut the template without the words. I mean, without no design, and just cut it with the felt, and it'll have no design on it. You can just still decorate it, just use it in some type of embellishment and buttons and stickers or whatever if you want to use felt. If you use paper, make sure you use some thick paper, because popsicles are cold, so you want to have something that's kind of thick, so when they do hold it or whatever, if it's frozen, I mean, that way they can have some type of coverage to it. That's simply one of the reasons why I made it, because when popsicles are cold and they frozen, for the little kids' hands, we always grab a paper towel and we wrap it around the popsicle or the FreezePop. We always wrap it around the FreezePop. So you can do that. If you just want to use the paper and design them, put some cute designs on them. So let's design. I'm still going to leave this right here. Have a fun summer. What I'm going to do now is just probably find something. I want to say, I don't know what I got. I have nothing in here to put up here. Okay, so I am going to, I'm on Google and find something to put on here. Some clip art. Let me see. I want to say summer clip art. PNG. The thing about selecting images and clip art is you want to make sure it has very good pixels. You don't want to get something that doesn't have really good picture, because you want to get a good quality when you're designing. So these are cute. I'm just gonna grab something. Maybe this. Well, I like this. It says summer. That's cute. But I'm just gonna get this. It says it's a PNG. Okay, good. If you look right here, you can see what size it is. That's a really good pixel size. Fairly large. I'm gonna save picture as. Okay, let me find another image. I like this little boy and this little girl. I might just get them just to put them up there. That's it. I like this too. Okay. I'm gonna get this little turtle. Don't know why. I might end up changing this. I'm just designing something just to design it. I don't really have no clue what to design. And that's cute too. So I'm trying to design something for first graders. This is like little kids, so I don't know what to put up here. And that's cute. That's real pretty. I like that. I'm gonna take this one. Let's see this picture. Bear with me because my computer is going slow. I really don't know why it's going slow. It's a brand new computer. From my other computer crashed, so this is a brand new one. It shouldn't be going slow, but it is. Okay, so really, you know what? I'm just going to take this little boy. Let's see. I'm going to take this bucket. Yeah, I'm going to just use this bucket. I'm going to adjust this and fix this later, but I'm going to try to speed this up because this is a long video. Yep, that's it. Okay, let me get off of this. Go back. Alright, so I'm gonna click on my front layer right here. Okay, and I'm gonna design the front. So what I want to do is go to File, Place Embedded. You could also use File, Place Link. It still works the same. I'm about to show you in a minute. So we're gonna go to Pictures where I saved stuff at. Find everything that I just downloaded. Okay. Now one thing I want to show you, I'm going to show you another tutorial, but I can't show you right now. It's because this video is super long. You see how I just put these images, I saved the images. What you could do is, Photoshop has this thing called Bridge. Bridge, you could basically bring in more than one picture at the same time instead of having to do one by one. You can use the bridge in Photoshop simply for this. Makes it easier. But I'm going to do one by one. Okay. I'm going to adjust this. I like this little star. It's kind of cute. I'm going to place it. As you can see, this was supposed to be in a PNG, but it brought in a white background. So what I'm going to have to do is rasterize this layer. So I'm going to go over here to my layer where it says Starfish. Like I say, Photoshop names this stuff automatically for you. So you're going to right click. You want to go to rasterize layer. Click on it. Now you can just take this background out. I'm going to go to my magic wand tool. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to go back to this image and I'm going to click in the white spot. It's going to select it. These little black selection circles that's around this picture, these are called marching ants because they look like marching ants. Let me show you. If I zoom in, you can see, I'm zooming in, see how they're just moving around? Yep. Which anyway, you want to hit delete. And now that is your background is moved, you want to go back to select and deselect. And there, the background is moved. The little white background. Go back to your move tool. Okay, now I want to place another image. So I want to go back. Remember I said you could do place embedded and place link? They're pretty much the same. So I'm going to use place link this time. Watch this. Find the next picture. Let's do that. Waiting on it to come in. As you can see, it came in. Let me zoom out of this a little bit so you can see. Alright. I'm going to adjust this, size it up to my liking. Okay. Let's see. You can rotate this little anchor. You go around this how it turns, how it changes. That's the rotate. This little hook looking symbol that's on my mouth is the rotate button. Okay. Let me go to my it's going slow. I don't know why. Okay. Control T. I'm just gonna shrink this down some more. Okay. And I'm gonna add the next one that I did. Go back to place embedded. So as you can see, place embedded and place link did the same exact thing. Fine. What did I have? I forgot what I had. Oh, a bucket. Okay. And I can actually, I probably should have said have a cool summer since it's a FreezePop instead of a fun summer. But either way it goes, I might just change it to that later. Okay, there you have it. Let's see, I don't know what else to put on here. It looks kind of bland. It doesn't look all peachy. I'm probably going to add some more stuff and redo this, but I'm just showing you different techniques. Let's see. Okay, say that I want to click on this shoe. You can hold Alt on your keyboard and hold your mouse down, and it would drag another shoe over just like that. See how that just happened? You simply copy the shoe easily. Instead of going over here and right clicking, you just simply held the Alt key. Now you can hit Control T if you want to flip the shoe around. To free transform, you want to right click in here, and when it says flip horizontal, you can flip it. Just like that. And you can place it by pressing the check mark. Yep. Same thing. If I want to do the star again, hold Alt, click on my image, and hold the mouse down, and there you go. Once again, I can change it to rotate it, flip it, Control T, retransform, right click, click flip horizontal, and I'll flip it that way. Check mark to place it down. And it just looks any kind of way right now. I'm gonna fix it though. It look a hot mess right now. I'm gonna get at the bucket again. Okay. I'm gonna flip this bucket, the right bucket, Control T. the horizontal. There we go. I'm gonna change this front color. I'm gonna double click in here. You can double click or you can click right here to change the color of the front of the script of the FreezePop. So I'm gonna double click. I am going to sample the color. I'm gonna take that color right there. Okay. And then I'm going to change this color of this front. Right now it's purple. Click on that. And I am, let's say this is, going to change this color to maybe this. Yellow. There we go. Hit okay. Now it looks a little bit better. Alright, now say I want to change this background right here. See, I double clicked in there where it says layer styles. And you can, I'm just showing you different ways of how to do this. So I double clicked this time instead of going to FX. I double clicked into the box, and then I clicked on layer over color overlay, and I'm going to go to the color pattern, and I'm just going to simply pick a color. Nope, that's ugly. That's ugly too. I really want white, but for some odd reason, let me hit cancel. Oh, I'm gonna go to white. For some odd reason, I don't know why my stroke is not popping up. Let me hit OK. I'm gonna see. Try it again. Stroke. See what's wrong with it. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It's not even popping up. It's supposed to pop up. But this is the outside stroke. If I could show you, I'm not even, I have no clue what's going on with my stroke button. Oh, I did not want to add more stroke. As you can see, I just added stroke more than once. I wasn't trying to do that. So I accidentally did this by clicking the add button. You can delete this. You can delete it again. I don't need but one. Don't know how, why I did that. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my script. So I'm just going to have to pick a color so I figure it out. But this is clearly not showing up at all. It's showing up in the preview, but it's not showing up over here. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't want anything on the back. I just want, so I'm just going to change this whole color, the whole entire thing to the back. I wonder if I could put a stroke in the middle of this. Would it help? If it'll do it then. Now, see, the stroke popped up. Isn't that crazy? That's real odd. I don't know what that is. Or why is it doing that? weird. I just did that script for the middle layer to see if it'll pop up, but some I really it will not. I have no clue why. Let me try something. Let me make a square and see if that's the problem. I don't know what it is. It shouldn't even matter. I'm just aligning it. I just put the same measurements. Now, this says rectangle 1. Let me see what it does. If I do stroke now, will it pop up? It's still not popping up. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I'm gonna delete this because I don't need it. I was just testing something out. Okay, let me just change this back to color overlay. Let me change it to the same color as this. Okay. I put a stroke right there so I know where the front is. You don't have to do that. I just did it. Hit OK. Alright. I'm going to go like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up changing this whole design anyway. I'm pretty sure I am. Because I really don't know what I was going to put on the FreezePop holder. I was just trying to test out a template first. But anyway, this is how you make a template. And I will continue with a mock-up in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. One more thing, I almost forgot. Save it. I did not save it. Let me type in FreezePop holder sleeve. And this is, I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to do a big one and a long one. I mean a short one and a long one. So this is the one, the short one. So I'm going to name this short, just so I know. Okay, I'm going to save it so I can come back to it. I'm going to use the same template right here just to do a mock-up. So I'm going to save as again. Save it as a JPEG. I'm going to go to my own templates just so I can save it in there. I always want to make sure the quality is on max when you save it to a JPEG. Just, so it can look nice. Okay, and that is it. Follow me to the mock-up. Sorry for a long video.